What's going on, everybody? Mega Rocket, Jancelion, what's up? What's up? Anyway, let's get things rolling here. More Frostfire, Mega Rocket says. Well, I just happen to need a ton of reroll tokens, so I mean, I'd be down with that. Let's see, ooh, we got the gold shiny today. Let's check it out. What's in the box? Ooh, Chaos One Shard Pack. Let's see some destructions here, huh? Or not. Don't need any of that. Let's move this over here and that over there. There we go. What's up, Crazy Omen Raven? Anya, how you doing? I don't plan on watching Doggo Force real quick. Sorry, man. So far, so good there, Neville. Just waking up, really. I've already got so many hauntings, it's just sickening there, Omen. I've got one gilded, and I never use it. Alright. Let's get it going here. Someone US West, anybody that wants to join, feel free to hop on in. Start off in the dungeon, huh? Where do we want to go? Let's go to the bulwark here. Gonna go with whoever's in the deck. We'll have to see. This will be interesting. I was playing with a bunch of stuff last night, testing random things. I'm not even sure who I've got in the deck. I know I got the Mystic. 4 hours before you get a present. Nice. I can't believe how long they've left them. Just ridiculous, you know? Alright. Let's see, we got snakes. Oh, poison. We got PDTs. And what else we got? We got a monk and we got a squire. Let's go with some ballistas then. Let me move this stuff out a little bit. I want this stuff to get a little bit of action here. I think that will be more than sufficient. Hopefully. We will see, that's for sure. I'm not really playing on PS4 at the moment. I'll be playing Dungeon Defenders Awakened on the PS4 every single week. Assuming it runs a little better than DD2 does. DD2 runs so terrible on so many different on PS4 it runs worse than anywhere. Let's see, I think we're looking good there. I never put any flyer control in, did I? Gonna have to save a little something for flyers. Here's 60, we can save that for flyers. Now who do I have that's quick enough to make it over there? There we go. And we'll call that flyer control. And I think we're good. Hopefully. Dungeon Defenders Awakened comes out in October. But DD2 is just too miserable of a grind to try to do it on multiple platforms. And then you combine it. I mean, there was a time when PS4 was my main account. I played on the PS4 exclusively for about a year in DD2, and I just got sick of all the bugs and crashes and everything. But yeah, just too miserable of a grind. They took the whole free-to-play and microtransactions thing too far for me to do this on multiple accounts. So, I mean, I'm not ruling out doing a console day, but it's not going to be normal, and it's going to be just a spur-of-the-moment thing where it's just screwing off. You know, I'm not capable of carrying people in Chaos 7 on console, on Xbox, or, well, I'm closer on the Xbox than I am on the PS4, but not very close on either. In fact, the PS4, I don't even think I could do Chaos 7 by myself right now. And of course we know that's way easier than in a group. Just too much grind. Too much grind to duplicate anyway. Man, I just cannot wait to get this Mystic finished up. I'm just like 4 or 5 mods away from having her all done. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't have those problems on PC, Philip, so I don't, you know, I've got no interest in having them, you know. I hear enough frustrated PS4 players. There's no fast way. The only fast way would be to buy it from other players. They're friendly. The pet evolve materials are completely random. You just get them from playing. Sadly, it's like, it's always, you've got tons of them, except you're one short of the one that you need. You know? That seems to be how it normally works. I mean, that stuff is really cheap, though. Other players, I mean, you'll see people selling it for ridiculous prices, but you'll see players selling that stuff for really cheap, though. Just because it ends up cluttering bags. You get so much of it. Slakelion. Slakelion dead. What's going on there, crazy? How you doing? If you have to see a player shop with the material you need, check other servers too. You go out to your the title screen and then switch over to other servers and check. Depending on the time of day, it seems like the EU servers traditionally have more players on them. Well, I don't really see how you think it could be pay to win. I mean, it'll be pay to win if they make those shards at the new shard vendor available with gems. Yeah, then it'll be pay to win. Right now, there's no pay to win aspect of DD2. It's just a grind game. I mean, you can get anything. You know, the only thing that's pay to win is the inventory space. So, I mean, I certainly don't consider DD2 pay to win. Especially with the crap RNG. I mean, you're better off just playing and getting the shards than you are buying those shard packs. You know, you could end up spending a bunch of money on shard packs and never seeing the shard that you want. Oh, I'm looking forward to DDA. I wish it was here now. I'm ready to play it. I want to check it out, you know. I am super excited about DDA. Can't get here soon enough. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm hoping two things. I'm hoping that the beta is playable early. Like they're saying, not until probably a month before release, so you'd think like September. I'm hoping the beta comes earlier than that. And I'm hoping that there's no non-disclosure agreement on it where I can stream it. What's going on there, Cuckoo Elk? How you doing? Right, stick with these folks today. We'll do a tower day today. Tower days are always nice. So what do we want to do? Let's do one snake, 2 PDTs, and a ballista, maybe? Actually, this map we got all this extra DU too. I'm going to R it too. Yeah, the juice bags flare only comes from one of my giveaways though. So it's possible to get, but you can only get it from me. Which I'm going to be doing another giveaway soon. Most of those giveaways now are going to be over on Twitch just because YouTube has decided that they don't like people giving away things to their viewers. YouTube has made some very questionable decisions over the last several years, and this is the first one that's really affected me. But I actually got a community strike for doing giveaways. Let's see, we're in PDTs. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, just the action tower defense genre in general is just so fun, you know? It's a shame it's not more popular. I mean, we deserve, you know, the action tower defense fans deserve lots of games. Let's see, what else left? I think we're good, right? I mean, we could get more air down, maybe. Or switch it to PDTs. PDTs would probably be better air. Or we could go PDTs and snakes and really crush it. Let's do that. Because the snakes are going to get sidetracked by the ground lanes a little. Because then you've got a really hard... You got a hard-hitting AoE defense and a hard-hitting single-target defense. It's the best of both worlds. It covers the entire realm of enemies. Flamearas are perfect for clearing out the trash mobs because they do AoE damage, and then the Lightning Strike Aura is good for the tougher mobs that need to get hit harder. So it's just kind of a natural combination, really. Oh, there's no stuns. The Lightning Strike Aura doesn't stun at all. But it hits like a truck. And I've got it set up for the melee chaos mobs, so assassins and lady orcs and all that. It's going to hit those mobs exceptionally hard. Like more than double damage. So it's just a mean combination, you know. Then it's just C7, so I don't really have to worry about any crowd control, because everything's just gonna die. What's going on there, Dragon? How you doing? Everything's gonna get wrecked. Like everything's actually getting wrecked by the auras, huh? Yeah, Bliss is getting a little action in. Yeah, so is the PDT. That snake's not getting any action, though. Nothing's making it out far enough. Yeah, there was one little zap. Yeah, you could support DDA when it comes out if you want to there, Samirs. You know, if you're not in a position to do the Kickstarter when you want to, I mean, that's just life, you know. Don't worry about that, though. I mean, the main thing is being able to play it when it comes out. So I wouldn't sweat that at all. Welcome there, Kagura. Yeah, ask whatever questions you want to ask. I'm always more than happy to answer them. If you want it to be, Ryan. I mean, that would be my first choice, but what hero you choose is really just a matter of personal preference. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be other ways to get into the beta. Just the Kickstarter guarantees you entry. I mean, depending on how much they want to test and how many entries they have for beta participants, I mean, they'll be letting other people into the beta, I would guess. It's not going to be Kickstarter people only. They want, when a beta comes around, they want as many eyes on it as possible, especially if it's an open beta. Get all the bugs and everything worked out. But my guess is, you know, it's going to do it just like other companies do it. You'll be able to sign up to play in the beta. And then by doing the Kickstarter, by pre-purchasing, you'll probably be guaranteed access to the beta. Would be my guess. I didn't have any doubt that they would hit it, to be honest. I thought for sure they would hit it. I mean, it's not a, you know, the amount that they were asking for, the $250, that's like just production, some basic production costs. How can you get gems? You have to pay for them. That's the only premium currency. After campaign, you want to go to adventure mode, Kagura. You'll get a little better gear. And really, you'll find that the game is pretty heavily gated by shards. Shards are the most important thing in the game. Even if your gear is not fantastic, having the right shards makes a big difference. And you won't really start earning any of those shards until you get into Chaos 1. But yeah, after campaign, go to adventure mode, and then from adventure mode, then go to Chaos 1. Would be the best route. Yeah, your first time through adventure mode, it'll give you 450 gems too, or at least it used to. I'm assuming it still will. what, 1,500 or 1,400 and change more ascension to go, and I'll be able to start testing maxed out defenses, which I've never had before. That'll be kind of nice. See if Vampiric is better than stacking destructions. It may end up being. We'll have to see. See if Destruction Vampiric is better than Destruction and Mass. I doubt it will be, but it might be. Mass and Vampiric may end up... Well, no, it still wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it's all about the bag space. If you're going to spend any money at all on DD2, definitely throw it into your inventory. You'll find it's heavily based on defenses too there, Kogora. Going through expeditions is all about countering the enemies that are there. Each Chaos tier introduces a new enemy. In Chaos 1, it is the special enemy is the Vanguards, which have they're the little goblins with the shields. And they are gonna absorb all of any frontal projectile damage. So you want to stay away from things like cannonballs, poison dart towers, ballistas. Stick with things like flamethrowers, flame auras, lightning strike auras are going to do a lot better, because the shield isn't going to matter. So those enemies will still get burned. And it goes that way all the way through the expedition climb. You try Onslaught too. You know, it's lateral progression going through Onslaught or going through expeditions. So if you're having a tough time with the counters and expeditions, try switching over to Onslaught. Well, slimes are AoE damage. Slimes explode when they pop, hitting everything in the area. So that's... I'm not really sure what you're referring to, but that's how slimes are supposed to work. They're supposed to pop. Pop and hit all the baddies. I mean, it's a small AoE radius, but it is an AoE radius. Which hero has the best defense? Well, I mean, that's opinion and situational. I'm going to play DDA on all platforms every week. I'm going to play on PC, going to play on Switch, going to play on Xbox, going to play on PS4. This is all assuming that they come through with that cross saves that they're talking about. But from what it sounds like, I mean, that's going to be a non-issue. They're going to be able to get it done. So I'm excited about that. That's just huge convenience. I was just talking about that last night. For those of you that don't know, back a long time ago, I had back surgery. And every once in a while I have some just back problems, you know. Well, yesterday was one of those days. I was just miserable sitting in my chair, and I just said to hell with it. I wanted to go to bed, and I'm thinking, man, it would be so awesome if DDA was here, because I could just grab my Switch and go lay down in bed, you know? How cool would that be? Let's see, man, we got a lot of DU left, huh? You know what, let's do them up. Let's put it on the sides. They haven't released any pricing information yet. So, who knows? I mean, it would be a guess from anybody at this point. Sweet. That leaves me enough for 2 ballistas. What the hell? Ballista didn't want to place. There we go. DD2 still booming? Well, DD2's never really boomed. It's always been a pretty small niche game. A lot of the DD1 community didn't make the jump to DD2, you know? It had a big surge of players right at the very beginning, and then people dropped off almost instantly. It's the free-to-play thing and the requirements. You know, you get so used to it, especially if you've never played a free-to-play game before, you're used to just buying the game and having the inventory or, you know, or being able to unlock it in-game. You know, either having access to the heroes or being able to unlock them in-game. So, although it made, you know, I'm assuming right at the beginning it probably made really good money. Nah, flame auras don't take down the shield. You have to ignite enemies. If you have a source of oil in the mix and the flame auras hit them, then it'll take down the shield. I think it'll be more than that. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's all a guess. Normally the Kickstarter will allow you to get the game cheaper for what it will be at release. So just based off of that, I would think that at release it'll be $29.99. $30 would be my guess, but that's just a complete guess. I don't even think the Chromatic people know right now where they want to price it. It's not out yet, Arn, we don't know. There's no real ideal number, Ryan. The first thing would be having the right shards. You want to have Earth Toss in there. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Kagura. I do appreciate you. Anyway, you want to have Destruction, you want to be at the speed cap, and you want to get the Earth Toss shard. So, that's your limiting factors. There's no, like, ideal, it should do this much. You need to just get to the caps. You know, getting to the speed caps is the first, #1 and most important thing. No matter what setup you have, if you're not at the speed caps, you're not going to be doing as much damage. Need that bad boy hitting often and frequent. Man, it's starting to rain like a mofo here. It'd be nice and cool today. Why Earth Toss? That's the #1 reason that you would even use the Earth Shatter. Without Earth Toss, I wouldn't even use Earth Shatter personally. Earth Toss turns it into an AoE tower instead of single target. And it provides knock-up, which is a form of crowd control. So, I mean, Earth Toss isn't worth using, in my opinion, without it. Or Earth Shatter, you know what I mean. I mean, you gotta hit more than one target at a time, you know? Or it's just not worth. It's not worth spending all that DU hitting one enemy. Absolutely, Anya. That's where every person should start off, on just about every defense in the game. If you want to maximize the amount of power you use, or you have, you get to the speed caps. And if you don't have gilded shards, the only way you're going to get to the speed caps is by using a shard and a mod. But that is 100% the right thing to do. Earth Toss actually fights against Shatterquake. Shatterquake is actually really buggy right now, is why I don't really suggest that. Because it's going to get fixed And once it gets fixed, people's Earth Shatters are not going to be what they think it is. But Shatterquake basically is super, super strong if there's a massive pack of enemies. The more enemies, the stronger it is. Because it's AoE as well, and it's AoE based off of each enemy that's there. So if you just have one enemy there, it's not doing very much damage. If you have two enemies there, Shatterquake is doing twice as much. If you have three enemies there, Shatterquake's going to do 3 times as much. And so on and so on. Pretty much every defense in the game, Dragon, would be Deadly Strikes, Defense Rate, and Destruction. Would be the go-to for every single defense. Well, out of the original 4 heroes, you've got, what, Flamethrowers will hit multiple targets. Ballistas will pierce and go through and hit multiple targets. Flamars, of course, will hit multiple targets. What else? I think that's probably about it. No, those skeleton skins were exclusive for Halloween events. They may unlock a way to get them in the future. But as it is right now, you had to buy a DLC pack during Halloween to get them. There's 2 different sets of them. Wow, a little rubber band in there. Yeah, but a new player's not going to have access to heavy cannonball there on board. They said the first 2 weeks in April. So I'm assuming, what do we got? How much time we got left? It's the 27th now. So like within 2.5 weeks, I think we'll get it. Get the update. I mean, I wish we'd had it now. I'm ready to check that stuff out. Play the new stuff, you know. Play around with that new poison combo. I use Piercer, anti-melee, and I think either anti-orc or anti-chaos with defense rate, destruction, and splody harpoon is the build I use. Need to get my sand traps dialed in too. I don't like this map. This map could use some crowd control here, and I don't have any. Or I don't have any in my deck right now. Obviously I could switch, but you know, lazy is lazy. Let's see, let's get a blister up there. What else? Let's do the PDT too. We'll get all 3 of our towers down here that I got with me today. Right now, Ballista Bite is kind of crap. Now, with the new poison element coming to the game, it may be better. But as far as right now today, Ballista's Bite is not very good. It's actually a huge drop in overall DPS. But, like I said, that could change in the immediate future. The problem is I'm assuming, now of course we don't have the update yet, so this is a lot of assumption and no actual known fact, but you would think they're going to make it so that, like right now if you put water damage on something, for example, of course the tower becomes attuned to that element. Now in Onslaught you want physical defenses and magical defenses, you want both of those, and the Ballista of course is a physical defense. And that would make me think that you know, you wouldn't want to take away the physical property of the ballista. Now, like I said, I'm assuming, I don't know, but I would think they're going to make ballista bite so it attunes the tower. I mean, it would just make sense to me if they did that. If not, you end up with an overpowered item, kind of like the weapon mans are now. Weapon manufacturers being able to use 2 elements on them is what makes them so OP. You know? You got 1 defense that can CC the enemies. Now you're going to be able to turn any tower into a CC tower in the update too with the Chaos 8 shards that are coming back. You got no notification. YouTube's funny like that. That and they're switching over to some new internal systems that are all in beta right now, and they're forcing people to use them. I mean, I love YouTube, don't get me wrong. You guys all know that. I stream on YouTube over Twitch all the time. But in the future, I'm going to be making a switch with that. Because DDA is going to have Twitch integration, which is kind of makes it a no-brainer. By streaming DDA on YouTube, I would be costing the viewers from being able to earn potential like Twitch drops and whatnot. So I'm going to be switching a lot of my streams over to Twitch. I don't know when. I mean, I know it's coming. I just don't know when I'm going to make the switch. Of course, I'll keep all the edited content, and any good highlights or whatever will come over to YouTube. Nah, it's the same crappy chance to get it, Shadow. No increased chance at all. It's all RNG. I mean, I went 170 floors without getting a Chaos 8 amp. And then I ended up, one of my Ancient Power resets, which is 30 maps, I ended up getting 6 amps in 30 maps. The element is actually the one mod that really doesn't matter, the quality of it. A 1 of 10 gives you the same benefits of a 10 of 10. The difference is a tiny, tiny little bit of defense power. Ballistas are pretty beast. This is why I use them. They wreck it. They're super, super strong. It's one of the strongest tower type defenses in the game. Been using them for a while now. Show got me using them. I didn't want to use them originally because the DD1 ballistas were so awesome. And making a comparison from DD1 to DD2 ballistas was like disappointing even, you know? Show got me using them though, and I haven't stopped ever since. They're just really good. You get them from playing various maps. If you look at the war table there, Kagura, when you're creating a new match, when you select an area or select a map, down in the bottom right hand corner it will show you what crafting materials drop there. And they're zone specific. So you'll get ingots from one map, you'll get clusters from another map. If you have Vicious Strikes, kind of the meta is to go Deadly Strikes, Vicious Strikes, and Defense Rate input. If you don't have Vicious Strikes, then you'd want to go Deadly Strikes, Defense Rate, and Destruction. No fast way to get them. It's another thing that's just RNG dependent. You get defender packs from, you have a chance of getting them from an onslaught win. The only guaranteed fast way to get him is to pay money for him, which that's no good. Does the Dungeon Keeper event still work? I'm not really sure what you mean by Dungeon Keeper event. What map are you talking about there, Bear Boy? A lot of the little Easter eggs don't work in the game anymore, though. If you're referring to the ones that were there back in Nightmare 4, most of the stuff doesn't work now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still there. You have to go to the adventure mode, Drakenfrost Keep. But yeah, adventure mode, Drakenfrost Keep will get it done. Man, my connection is bouncing all over the place here. I'll have to see if this stabilizes. If not, this could end up being a short stream today. Sadly. I don't think assassins will never be deleted. Oh crap! We all started. Somebody popped in really quick and hit G. Oh, god damn it. How much time we got left? 20 seconds. Gonna have to kill some stuff. Easy enough. Let's see. That's one of the things that people hate about, or not hate, but one of the things that turned people off from DD2 is when they started putting the hard counters in. People were very vocal about not liking it. You know, one of the things about DD1 is you can use whatever defense you like. You can literally use anything. You know, if you're a fan of that defense, you can make it work. And DD2 is not necessarily like that. I mean, mods made it so that stuff is a little bit more usable than it used to be. But mods haven't completely solved that problem. There we go. I think we good, right? No, you don't want crit chance. Deadly strikes, destruction, and vicious strikes if you have vicious. If you've yet to do mastery and you don't have vicious strikes, then you'd want to go deadly strikes defense rate and vicious, pardon me. If you don't have vicious yet, then you'd want to go deadly strikes, defense rate, and destruction. Crit is no longer a thing that you use in the game. It's a huge damage reduction by trying to build crit. Yeah, I mean, anywhere that you want AoE defenses, like if Flame Aura will work, then a Ramster will work, basically. You gotta put some health on your gear They're jazzed to swag. You shouldn't go into Chaos 5 less than, say, like 50 or 60,000 health. And then you just let the defenses kill them off of you. But, like, defenses that stun make assassins kind of a no-brainer. So, cannonballs with stun, weapon manufacturers, proton beams with the freeze shard. Any of those things make assassins kind of a non-issue. So you would want destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate is the 3 that you would want. I actually really enjoyed Mastery. I mean, some of the maps, of course, are a pain in the butt, but overall I liked it. I still wish they would add in a second reward tier. The main problem with Mastery is it's a one-shot. There's no reason to ever do it twice. So once you do it, you're done with it. So you're never going to be able to find a group of people to do it with, unless you have a friend to do it with. Because the people that have already done it don't want to do it again. You know? If they gave another reward tier... Do I play off stream? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, right now I've got the wonderful problem of having too many games to play. So I've been playing a lot of other stuff off stream to check it out. See if it's something I'd be wanting to stream. A version of DD in VR. That'd be cool, huh? No, gilded shards are protected from resets. That's the only thing that is. Gilded shards and pets are the only thing that are protected from ancient power resets. That's one of the things that makes them so powerful in the ancient power world. And it's going to be a lot easier to get those gilded shards after this next update. I would strongly encourage anyone who's got the heroes that they want and is not saving defender medals up for heroes right at the moment, save your defender medals and wait for this next update to come, because you're going to be able to straight up buy shards with defender medals, which is just huge, you know. Well, it's just all about the Google search algorithm there, Cryptic. I've got more content than they do, you know. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I play a lot, you know. I mean, I've got 8,000 hours in DD2. It's not all on stream, you know. I mean, I don't do any private stuff anymore, if that's what you're asking. I usually just do public matches. Oh, there's plenty of grind still left in DD2, Shane. Don't think that takes the grind out. I mean, we don't know how much those shards are going to cost yet, either. I mean, they might be expensive. You know, the pricing is not announced yet. What's going on, Jordan? There is thousands of hours worth of grind in DD2 if you want to truly maximize anything. So being able to buy shards is not taking any grind away. I don't know. I think they're going to be around 500 defender medals each. I could foresee it being 500. Because, like, currently, random shard pack is 500. So I think it'll be the same cost as a random shard pack, but you'll be able to pick the shard you want. Is my guess. Now, I don't know. I might be completely way off there. Yeah, I'm going to head out and make a new group after this one anyway. I got to clear out my inventory here. It's getting full. Well, thanks, Air Input. I mean, I'm just a pretty laid-back person altogether. There's, you know, it's all about playing games and having fun, right? I mean, isn't that why we all do it? Myself included. Right, let's head out to town here. So now you'll get it from a 10 out of 10 mod instead there, Shane. I mean, there's plenty of things to grind for. The problem in DD2 is there's no special loot. There's more than a sufficient amount of grind. Alright, well, thanks for swinging by, y'all. Anyway, let's see what we got. Let's see. Dump this stuff in the old... Actually, I'll wait till after I do the shards, right? Get all that shard dust first. Man, nothing, huh? Oh yeah, it'll be absurdly expensive. No doubt about that. I mean, it's not taking any grind away. There's plenty of grind in DD2. Don't let that thought ever enter your mind. I mean, you could literally grind thousands of hours and not get everything you want. So, having something added to the game that takes off a couple of hundred of those hours is just not a bad thing. Oh, I never opened my Defender pack from the Christmas tree. I better hit that up real quick, right? See what we got. A bunch of stuff stacked up. It's like a bunch of duplicates. Yeah, 1,000,000 gold. I'll take it. There's a 9. What do we got there? Power Servo. It's not one of the normal go-to mods, but I'll keep that one. Nothing good there. I just 100% disagree with you, Shane. It's not satisfaction, it's frustration. The shard situation now is pure 100% frustration. So there is no satisfaction that equals out the frustration. So I just completely 100% disagree with you. I think adding the shard vendor in is the best thing they could possibly do to the game. I mean, right now the game is so off-putting to new players coming in because of the massive grind it takes. Everybody wants more content from DD2, but nobody's realizing that it's never going to happen unless there's a large influx of new players. If there's not new players coming to the game that are spending money, nothing will ever happen with DD2. So no matter if you're a new player or a veteran player, it's going to benefit you 100% for the game to be easier for newer players. Yeah, that's even that is just nothing on you. I was Ascension 270-ish before I got my first Deadly Strikes way back when. Hold down Shift there, Alex, on PC. I'm not sure what the button is on console, but it'll say at the bottom, like you see down at the bottom of the right-hand inventory screen. It's got that little, the second one over from the left has got that little mod indicator, quality indicator. It'll show on console whatever that is. Yeah, the game is about grinding, Matthias, but is it about thousands of hours of grinding? because that's what it currently takes. Who's going to do that, you know? So, I mean, the game being more playable for new players is a good thing. I just don't see how anyone could, in my opinion, I don't see how anyone could deny that. Let's see. Let's start off in the catacombs this time. You know, you get the players, a lot of the older ego players are going to tell you, oh, well, I had to do this to get that. Now you get it for free. You'll never hear that from me, because that's just not a positive mentality for the game itself. I mean, I want new players to have an easier time getting to end game, because that's where the grind starts. The grind isn't going from Chaos 1 to Chaos 7. The grind starts at Chaos 7. So get yourself to Chaos 7 as quick as you can, and then that's where that grind will begin, you know? In my opinion. Obviously, there will be differing opinions there. But, I mean, the best thing that could happen to DD2 is for more players to hit the game. Oh, it's all good, Anya. We're not even filling up today. Midweek, you know. Well, it's not a mod. It's not a vendor selling free mods. I mean, will it be too easy? You know, well, say that the Defender medals are 500 gold, right? Or 500 Defender medals. The shards are. Well, if they're 500 Defender medals, that's going to take you, what, 25 maps to do to get one shard? Or is it more than that? No, 25 maps to get one shard. I mean, to me, that seems like a pretty damn fair thing. So if it's 25 maps to get one shard, well, you need 11 shards to guild one. So that's what? That's 275 maps to get one shard. So do I think that's too easy? No. I don't think that's too easy. It's still a massive grind, you know? I mean, there is no shortage of grind in DD2, that's for sure. Let's see, let's get some snakes. Gots to have some snakes up in here. Yeah, which are like nothing. I mean, we don't know how much they're going to cost. They might come out and cost 2,000, and then it's going to have no effect. But if they're a reasonable amount, like say they're 500 Defender medals or less, you know, I just don't... I mean, you need 11 of them for a gilded shard, right? So, I mean, they could make it so you got one free a day, and you're still going to have to log in for 11 days to get it, to get one gilded shard. So, I mean, I guess it's all a matter of, you know, individuals, players' mentalities on it. But, I mean, for me personally, I think it's a really good thing. I don't know. I think that's the only thing that will make it questionable. If you're able to use gems to buy shards, specific shards, then the game will without a doubt be pay to win. Which, I mean, I've played pay-to-win games before and love the hell out of them, so... I mean, I'm not going to be the one paying. But if you got an unlimited budget, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I do know people that throw a lot of money... I mean, I've thrown a lot of money into the game. I think 500 is a fair price. That's why I keep bringing up that number. I mean, I don't know what they'll be, but I do think 500 is a fair price. It's just enough grind where you actually have to play the game a little to get one of the shards you want. And it's still quite a stretch to be able to get a gilded one. What's going on there, Yo? How you doing? I don't think that the shards should be so absurdly expensive. You know, the thing you need to ask yourself is, okay, it's 10,000 defender medals to buy a hero, right? Well, is one shard, or one gilded shard, worth the same as one hero? I mean, I think a hero is more valuable, personally, right? I think 1k is way too much. I think 500 is like the perfect number. But, you know, like I said, we've all got our opinions. At 1,000, it's going to completely defeat the purpose. It's just going to be too much. I mean, then it would cost more to get one gilded shard than it would to get a hero. They said the first 2 weeks of April. We don't have a date yet, sadly. Hopefully we get a confirmed date here soon. I mean, there's a lot of things coming that I want to play around with. But most particularly is that new poison combo. I don't think they'll make one shard cost more than the other now. I mean, they might, but I don't think they will. If you make one shard cost more than the other, then you're taking away, you know, if they make, say, Deadly Strikes cost more than, you know, whatever, than one of the other shards, then you're taking away the whole point of being able to build your way, you know, and use whatever different setups you want. So, I mean, maybe they will, but I don't think they will. Nah, Petrify comes with the next update that we're all still waiting on. If you could buy gilded shards, they'll be super expensive. I don't think they're going to allow you to buy gilded shards. You're going to have to gild them yourself. I mean, if they would allow you to buy gilded shards, they would be very pricey. No, Shocking Revelation is a weapon manufacturer mod. It only works on weapon manufacturers. Yeah, they said C8 shards would be able to be purchased down the road, but not initially. They want people to go out and earn them first. Yeah, you could, but the problem there is you got two almost single target defenses they're gotten. You're going to want one of the defenses to be AoE, for sure. I mean, Earthshatter is AoE, but it's not AoE like a Flame Aura or a Ramster or whatever. My first setup I'm testing, I already got dialed in. It's ready to go. Proton Beams and Poison Dart Towers. I got Earth damage on my Proton Beams. So I'm getting a slow... well, assuming this all works. Not having the update yet, I jumped the gun a little bit, but I'll be getting a slow, a freeze, and a petrify all out of that setup with 2 towers. Yeah, definitely there, Sacred Cow. I don't think that there will be different pricing. I mean, we'll find out, you know. I mean, Trendy's done, or Chromatic, I guess I should say. They've done questionable things before. So, I mean, we'll see. First 2 weeks in April, Jackson. We don't have a date. They're not going to add new content to the game. I mean, they've basically said that already. Lightrayne, if you go back, now don't quote me as exact words, although this will be close to his exact words. He said that updates will slow down and will include balancing, fixes, and cosmetic additions. So it's not realistic to think that we're going to get any more content to the game. I mean, if we had a surge of new players come into the game that were throwing money at it, then yeah, we'd get new content. But shy of that, there's no new content going to happen for DD2. My hope is that they at least make Mastery repeatable by adding in a second reward tier. But past that, I don't have any expectations for anything else. Endgame is already there. It's pushing Onslaught. And trust me, I hate it just as much as everybody else does. I don't think that's an appropriate endgame. But that's real. That's what we got. And it's not realistic to expect we're going to get anything else. I mean, well, no, I think there's 2 updates in the works. I mean, I don't know. They haven't revealed everything to us. But they said that updates that are already planned will still happen. I think we're going to get this poison update, and then I think we'll get one more update after that. And then after that, I think it'll just be balance bugs and cosmetics. Now, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do think that there's 2 updates. This one and then one more. That and there's still unfinished maps. I mean, I can't remember who, but somebody posted on the forums about it. I think it may have been Jaws 420. I'm not positive. Somebody posted on the forums about it. Like the Western themed map. There's supposed to be like a Wild West map that's already been partially created. I mean, I would love to see like that. Let's see. You know what? Let's go up here with it instead. We'll keep the snakes down there as a last resort. We still got onboard here. Yeah, gonna leave a little volcano room for onboard since I'm failing in the volcano department. I'm a volcano failure onboard. You should be upset with me. Have yet to dial in my volcano. Sad days. Are you talking about the crafting materials that you need to, like, upgrade gear there, Kogori, or are you talking about the stuff from pets? For pets. If you're talking about the stuff for pets, it's all random, and it comes in these boxes. Now, that's obviously a pet food box. If you're talking about things like these clusters, that comes specifically from a map. Pets are worth upgrading for the ability. The main thing you get from a pet is the ability that it has. The stats that are on it are kind of not important. And the amount of damage they do is kind of irrelevant. It's just nothing. But the abilities they have are special. So you'll want to at least evolve it once at a minimum. And then, like this one, the Dragolich is one of the better abilities. Ghost Whale. Haunt enemies, increasing damage by 100% for 5 seconds. So I do double, me and all my towers do double damage for 5 seconds. It's all about, yeah, it's all about your, the ability. The stat just is meaningless. Getting 250 of a stat that you've got over 100,000 of is kind of pointless, you know? It's just not a noticeable difference. having it or not having it, but the abilities are all good. It's not like DD1 where a high quality pet can really define your game, you know. A high quality pet can round out any builder or hero very, very nicely in DD1. DD2, it's just that ability. As soon as I get my heroes geared out, I'm going to be giving a bunch of pets away. Just did Ancient Power resets, of course, so I'm still in the re-gearing phase because I've got so many heroes to dial in. But I'm going to be giving all kinds of stuff away. I'm going to be doing mod giveaways, pet giveaways, all kinds of good stuff here. Probably this summer. Over the summer, I'll probably do a whole lot of that. Because by the time the summer gets here, I'm going to be capped out on everything and just kind of waiting for DDA. I'm still going to play DD2 just because I love the genre. I mean, if it was up to me, I would play action defense games like this all day, every day. That's all I would play. I love the genre. Sadly, Dungeon Defenders doesn't have a lot of competition. Robot Entertainment announced a game yesterday, but it's not what people thought. Or not what people were hoping for. Nah, stuff like that I'll give away on YouTube or Twitch, because you just have to be present to win. You're going to have to come in and get the item right then. Anything in-game that I'm giving away, I can give away on YouTube or Twitch. If I do give away for a code, YouTube looks at it as falsely inflating my views, and it's now against the community guidelines for YouTube, which is kind of unfortunate because I've been doing giveaways every month for the last 3 years, and now all of a sudden I can't do it anymore. I mean, I could do it, but I gotta change the structure of it all. No, that's what most people do, Keaton. Once you start Ancient Power, you should do them all until you're done with it. Just spam them out. It takes like 5 hours to do an Ancient Power reset, 5 to 6 hours. So just knock them out. You know, every day. Well, I mean, assuming you play 5 to 6 hours a day, every day do an Ancient Power reset. You know, and then you'll be where you want to be, like in no time. I'm really hoping eventually they do something with the Initiate and change her number 2 ability, that kick. To me, it's just lax. If it was instant cast, like Chi Blast, and not that charge up thing, I would use the Initiate all day. I just can't stand having to hit the button twice. You know, it drives me nuts. I did 1 to 2 a day when I went through mine and was able to get them all done relatively quickly. Now, obviously, that's a lot of hours every day and very grindy. That's, the Chromatic folks hate it when I say this, but here's the #1 requirement to start Ancient Power. You guys ready for it? The most important thing you want to do prior to doing Ancient Power resets is get a long list of things to watch on Netflix. Because it is just a grindy, boring experience. And if you have a bunch of stuff to watch, it's going to make that time go by so much better. That is the #1 requirement of Ancient Power resets. Quality Netflix time. I watched, well, this last grouping, when I went from 42 to 65, so that's what, 23 resets? In 23 resets, I watched the entirety of Game of Thrones again, all of Vikings again. For some ungodly reason, I watched all the Saw movies again. I just binged them, watched all of them in a row. In the process, did like 2 AP resets. Yeah, there you go. Restart the X-Files. I mean, anything that's a long series is the best. Well, I mean, all you have to do is just listen. I turn all of the volumes down except the effects volume, and then that gives me the alert when a boss comes. And then I don't hear everything going off. So I hear no sound coming from the game, and I can just watch the movie. And then when I hear that Drakenlord laugh or whatever, then I know it's time to go out. It's time to look at the game and kill that guy real quick. The mod level doesn't reset, just the chaos tier does of the item. So if you got a 10 of 10 mod, it will always be a 10 of 10 mod. You just have to re-upgrade it to Chaos 7 again. I did 3 in a day once. That's grindy. That's rough trying to do 3 in a day. I did it one time, and it was a bit much. Me, I used throwaway gear that I found off the ground, Sacred Cow. I did not use quality gear on any hero. I spent these last 23 resets I spent 0 on crafting materials. 0 on gold. I didn't spend any gold. No crafting materials. So no, I did not have good gear. I had complete trash gear. You can look at my streams and see I showed this stuff almost every stream. It was all junk that was found on the ground. I was using like 1 of 10 quality stuff. I had nothing 10 out of 10. Not one item. But I did have gilded shards. And gilded shards are the biggest aspect of that. Because you don't have to spend any gold on them. You know, no gold expenditure plus, you know, hitting speed caps and all that stuff. I should do another tips and tricks video for fast AP resets. A lot of people are grinding out all this stuff, and it's just, you know, you don't have to spend anything. You know, I mean, you do want to, are we out? Or no, I'm just out of mana. It's only 170. We're missing a bunch of mana still. Where it at? Did we lose some mana? I think we may have lost mana when Matthias left. Alright, well, I'll minimum build it. Uh-oh. 1 sec, y'all. Sorry. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Litz, my kitty cat, is a little sick. Poor little kitty. Well, I mean, you don't need any of the mastery shards, but they're nice. You know, destructive pylon is very nice to have. You know, automation now, the last one you get, is very nice to have. But, I mean, you don't need any of them. You know, regular destruction is a great shard. You gild it, it's only 18% less than what mass destruction would be. Nah, grave infection is always there, Anya. It's always there. Ugh, stuck. Come on, dang it. Jump already, girl. Nope, not enough mana. I spent all my mana. Uh-oh. Did we lose the solo objective, or no, that was a Cobalt? Osmota, well, welcome. Welcome to the channel, man. Glad you could swing by the stream. Yeah, it's very commonly known there, Keaton. On the grave infection and frostfire, it's what everybody uses. I posted videos up about that combo like several months ago. It's kind of it's a normal setup. Till you get to super high onslaught. When you're in super high onslaught, you get rid of grave infection and go with Banjaxed instead. That would be cool if there was something you could do with it, or at least something you could, anything you could do with it. You know, Tempest, that would be awesome. I mean, the utility category just gets, you just run it over instantly, you know. I love the Mystic as well. There's Sacred Cow. It's a super fun hero to play. Super, super fun. Autumn, yeah. They're really, the thing with the premium pets there, Fab, is that none of them are as good as Dragolich. That's why you don't see anybody talking about him, because it's all about Dragolich. It's the best pet in the game. Cyclone will net you more burst damage if you're on a hero damage hero than Dragolich will. But Cyclone, of course, is only going to affect the hero, where Dragolich affects the defenses and everything. So, I mean, that's why the premium pets are really there just as a cosmetic. Their abilities are not better than just the stuff you can get in game. I mean, Drago is king. You know, it just is. All about that Dragolich. But Cyclone is good. Cyclone is usable. It's a very selfish pet ability, though. It won't buff the other heroes on your team. It won't buff your defenses. It's only buffing you. But in that note, it is really, really strong. So it gives you... It's better than Poisonous Tips and gives you a speed buff like Sandstorm. That, in my opinion, it's the best looking premium pet. Just looks good. Now, you know, I like the kitty cats too, though. It's really whatever you want to do, Nicholas. I mean, basically, where you're at right now, you've experienced all the game has to offer. So, I mean, it's up to you at that point. I mean, the basic cycle is push as high as you can, then spam ancient power resets, and then push as high as you can again. That's the basic cycle. But, I mean, that's all the game really has to offer as far as end game goes. So sadly, there's really nothing else more to do. There's no fast way to get them there, Oz. You have to re-roll your dailies every day if you get a bad daily. Always do the weekly, and besides that, it's just grinding. Just grinding out maps. It'd be super cool if they added in some Chaos 7 boss fights. You know, if we're able to do Betsy or Demon's Lair or any of that stuff on Chaos 7, I think that would be a lot more fun. Does the same pet give you the same ability? I'm not really understanding what your question is there, Gotten. First 2 weeks in April, they're always dream bigger. We don't have a date. Snakes! Nah, nothing new yet. Key Morton's still waiting. Waiting for the infos. Let's get some ballistas going here, huh? I haven't used any ballistas this map, or the last few maps. Let's just spawn camp these guys. Bring it over to the flyers. Spawn camp the flyers too. You're on spring break? Nice. That's always good. Let's go more snakes, right? More snakes. How could we go wrong with more snakes? I got a 10 out of 10 tenacity on an armor piece the other day too on board. It's just such a bummer. It's like, ah, really? That's my 10 out of 10? That's all you gonna give me? I don't really have any at the moment. They're Key Morton. I guess my goal now is to get to, what, 6,047 Ascension. That way I can cap out one defense and start playing around with different max endgame setups. But, I mean, I'm not, like, I don't have a huge sense of urgency or anything. No, it's not worth doing the Wyvern's Nest over and over again. It's not even worth doing more than once. Oh, you were talking about that? Nah, that's a random pet egg there. That's just going to give you a generic pet egg. Got a 10 of 10 triple shot. Nice. No, the abilities are random. There's a pool of abilities. There's a pool of abilities for each pet type, like Gatto, Dragon, etc., Creeper. And then there's another pool of abilities for each element type that's the pet has. So, say you got a cat, a Gatto pet, that has water damage. Well, then it's going to be able to roll any of the pet abilities from the cat pool and any of the pet abilities from the water pool. So, like, let me see. Say, like, this pet is a creeper. It doesn't have an element. Let me see. Here we go. Well, Nigel doesn't count. Drago, no element. Anyway, you guys get the picture. You get the pool of what that specific pet type can have, plus if it's got an element on it. And you can't put an element on a pet. It's got to come with it. There's no way to change it. And then you can re-roll the pet abilities course and get the pet ability that you want based off of what's available in that pool. So, like, for example, if you want to get Poisonous Tips is an Earth ability. It doesn't matter what pet it's on as long as the pet has Earth damage. So if you have any pet that has Earth damage on it, you can just re-roll the ability and eventually you'll get Poisonous Tips. You know, like Snowballs with water. You got that Rock Toss that's with Earth. What's going on, Twinkie? How you doing? You got your spring break started too there, Twinkie? Megalodon is a Xbox exclusive pet that will drop from the Frostfire Resort map. It's a chance of dropping in the Frostfire Resort. That one's a special pet. But it's Xbox exclusive. So you gotta be on the Xbox to get that one. And my Mystic has more health than a Chaos 1 boss. Yeah, Mystics have really good health scaling. So you get a high Ascension level, man, you can just jack that health right up. All I've got health on is my weapon. That's it. That's all Ascension, pretty much. But the Mystic is one of the higher health scalers in the game, which is kind of nice. That one will never come. They said, I can't remember if it was Lalta or Isom that addressed that, but like if you call something Xbox exclusive, it's like a contractual agreement with Xbox that that item will always remain exclusive to the Xbox only. So, I mean, they could take a similar pet and put it in the other platforms, but they wouldn't be able to call it that. Yeah, I'm not a big melee player, Tempest. Barbarians standing in a lane are just boring to me. I don't use blockades. Why would I use a barbarian? Oh, nice, Twinkie. Where are you going in Colorado? That's where I went to school. That's one thing I miss about Tahoe, is the skiing. We'll be able to ski again once we move. Go skiing and snowboarding. We're too far away from anything right now. especially when you're spoiled. You know, when we were Tahoe, at Tahoe, we could actually ski down to our house. I mean, it would be a long-ass walk to get back up to our car, but it's like I mean, we would pop our skis off and leave them at the lift, you know. Alright, bar boy, take it easy. Destruction, I got pretty quick. Loveland or Keystone, nice. I mean, Destruction's Chaos 1, so, and it's not a huge pool of shards in Chaos 1. But, I mean, the answer to that will be resolved in the next update. You know, you'll be able to just buy a Destruction if you don't have them. Oh, you're in Truckee? I lived in Incline Village. I worked at the Crystal Bay Club for 5 years. If you're familiar with the casino and bar scene there. Worked at the Crystal Bay Club basically the whole time I lived there. I got friends that work at the Tea Club in Truckee right now. Or the last I talked to him anyway. It's coming on time. But yeah, I'm super familiar with Truckee. Yeah, but it is a great place to live for sure. It's expensive. Very, very pricey living. But it was a beautiful place to live, no doubt. Nah, not all the incursion weapons are Tempest. They kind of mixed them all together. So yeah, not all of them are. Buff that snake. Buffed up snakes. Give the ballistas a little love here on this one. Alright, on board, take it easy. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I mentioned it earlier, but I've got some back problems. And I kind of tweaked my back out a little bit. And sitting upright in the chair here is killing me. That's one of the things I want to do when I move is get a stand-up desk. Not only will it keep me from getting fat, but it's going to be so much better on my back. Which right now I don't have a stand-up setup. Let's see, what do we got left? It's overkill there. What's going on there, Golden Burrito? How you doing? There we go. Twinkie! Xbox stream. Xbox streams will be happening soon, Twinkie. As soon as DD2 happens. Yeah, I'm old. And my problem isn't being old. My problem is I had back surgery when I was 16. I broke my back when I was a teenager. So I've got some screws up in there. Oh, you mean do an Xbox stream for my back? Fair enough. Yeah, I got hardware in the back is my problem. I got my Switch on Monday, Twinkie. I don't have any games on it yet. I'm excited to play it. I think making it to Massacre Mode will happen. Pretty close, right? There's still like a week left. I got hit with a baseball bat. I was amongst a very rough crowd when I was a teenager growing up. A very scrappy crowd. But, yep, got whacked with a baseball bat. It was no fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's sitting here staring at me right now, Twinkie. I've got Mario Kart 8, but I promised I wouldn't play it until the wife is ready to play it. So I haven't played anything on it yet. It's just, it feels so wrong, because it's the new shiny toy, you know? That snake is just taking all kinds of shots from this lane here. I'm going to have to move it. It's the kobold's coming out and nailing it. Or I could just keep upgrading it. Pedro! What's up there, Angel? How you doing? Wow, man, these guys are just like a magnet to this. I didn't even see anything come out that time. I want to watch this time. See where these guys are coming from. Or yeah, it's definitely coming from right there. Just not dying quick enough. Well inside that flame aura. Surprised the flame aura is not just melting them. Here, I'll just move it. Make life a little easier. Need to get me, I wish I had a heavy snake weapon. Going with this light weapon is just meh. I mean, it won't affect 90% of the attacks, but when I do want to run in and melee something, the heavy weapon just hits so much harder. It's just so hard to find the right combo on this item. I mean, I guess you could farm it and then upgrade it would be the way to go. Just farm it from the incursion. And then it won't cost you so much. I spent 12,000 Defender medals on Shadow Flame daggers. I played all kinds of stuff, Tempest, starting out. My problem at the beginning was the same problem I have now, but a different game. When I first started out, I'd play different things, but nobody would watch anything unless it was Orcs Must Die. And then, like now, I play all kinds of things, but nobody will watch anything unless it's DD2. So, I mean, it's one of those things, you know. All YouTube channels or live streamers that specialize in one game have that problem. If they play anything else, their views drop through the floor, you know. I mean, it would be like the dream to be a variety gamer and play a different game every day. That would be awesome. But part of that problem, too, is I just love these grindy action defense games, you know? I just love them. Now, Orcs Must Die wasn't grindy, but Dungeon Defenders and DD2 is grindy as all hell, and I just can't get enough. Yeah, I want health and heavy is the combo for sure. What's going on there, airdrop? Alright, so I'm gonna go back out to tavern, check my inventory again, and then I'll queue up another round. There's not many games like DD2 airdrop, but I love the genre. I mean, the action defense genre is just, to me, it's super fun. I wish there was more games like this. But if you look at, like, over the last decade, we got what? You got Sanctum, you got the Orcs Must Die games, and you got Dungeon Defenders. And besides that, all the other games that are in this genre are kind of like, you know, games that are just not spectacular. Like, we just got that Hell Warders game. Well, I guess on consoles, that's just insanely buggy. I just been doing randoms. I mean, sure, I'll do High Seas map. I don't care. I'll do whatever. All the stuff and things. Get this stuff semi-organized here. See if there's a 10 in here yet. No 10 out of 10s today. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I played Smite years and years ago when it first came out. I enjoyed it. I mean, to go to a new game now, it's got to be, you know, for just the success of the YouTube or Twitch channels, it's got to be a game that's a little more popular. Not a game that's like a beat-down game already. Smite is kind of at the end of its life, as far as I understand, anyway. There's just not a ton of people that play it or watch it, so it doesn't make it very, you know, very exciting to add in. I debated on playing Paladins, is one of the ones I debated on. I have been craving a little PvP lately. I've been saying that for several days now, and I've still yet to get any PvP action going. Man, nothing, huh? Dang, not one good item. Alright. Let's see. We'll head to the boat. Right now, I've got a lot of games to play. The Initiate is probably the worst overall, or definitely the least played hero there, Josh. So, I mean, I'll do another Initiate build at some point, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I got to prioritize what people want to play, and nobody wants to play the Initiate. It's just not popular. She's a bad impression of the monk, sadly. And although they changed her abilities to try to make them unique, they made them so they're not fun. And, you know, obviously that's no good. Let's see. What do we want? Let's get some ballistas too. I mean, I would love to see the Initiate get reworked. See, I'm wondering if these ballistas will take care of these flyers. I have to throw something else in it with him. Something like that. Get some poison on the main lane. What else we want? PDTs, right? Get some PDT action on the main lane. You guys want me to build this first, or I mean, I'll start it if you want to start it. But you know, I figured I'd go ahead and build first. Just a crazy idea, you know. Twinkie. What the hell, Twinkie? Twinkie's trying to get me to move faster. Move faster! It's alright, the spam is real. There, it has been officially spammed. The Initiate would be fine if they just changed her. If they just made her abilities so that stupid charge up thing was not a problem, not a thing. That's the #1 problem with the Initiate, in my opinion. Her abilities are not fun to use. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them. But the way you have to use them is just not fun. Yankee Islander, what's up? A long time no see. Is that what it is, Twinkie? I said I missed Mastery Mode. Twinkie's trying to recreate it. Well, this is probably one of the easiest maps to spam build on, so it's all good. 30-second build time, no problem. Just give me a monk. Since the Initiate can't self-buff, the Initiate buffs defenses, it makes it so that a nuke Initiate is not a thing. You know, there's no buff. You know, where the monk is self-buffing, and that's what makes the nuke monk so powerful. So with the Initiate, the best way to play the Initiate is going to be ability power, and it's going to be focused on that kick, the #2 ability. And the problem is it's not fun. That charge up is just bad. If that charge up was more like Chi Blast, where you hit the button and the kick goes off, it would be an entirely different story. What's up, Quicksilver? How you doing? "20-second build time on Bastille? That'd be a little rough. Takes longer than 20 seconds just to run from one side of the map to the other." That would be some rough stuff for sure. I had fun popping back into Warframe and playing again there quick. As soon as I get some of this Satisfactory out of my system, I'll probably be tooling around in Warframe again. I do want to get my mag umbrelled. Especially now with that Rolling Guard mod. It just adds so much survivability. Yeah, Lavamancer, a Mystic with Sandstorm, or with, yeah, Sandstorm or Cyclone would do pretty good. Getting across the map. At full appeasement, anyway. She would fly across that map. Oh, it's a super fun game. There, quick. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm going to try to record a bunch more episodes today. Tomorrow, we get Borderlands 3 announcement. And I am excited about that. Yeah, Warframe's a great game for sure. I would be streaming Warframe more if I wasn't having this microphone conflict issue with it. And I don't really know what the problem is. It's like a mystery and it only happens with Warframe. That's not near as fast as a Lavamancer there, Anya. It's fast, but it's not as fast as a Lavamancer. Especially not with Chaos 8 shards coming back. The Lavamancer is like impossible to control, you go so fast. Crazy, crazy fast. It's the way the Apprentice used to be. The Apprentice used to be fast like that. Yeah, and it's a Warframe specific problem. It only happens with Warframe. Yeah, when I'm streaming Warframe, the microphone cuts in and out. And it's, like I said, I just don't even, I have no idea. I've checked and tried everything. Everything that you could possibly think of to try, I've tried. And it only happens with Warframe. So I just don't know what it is. I thought it was possibly some kind of a USB power conflict. Because if you get, now I've got a big power supply on my computer though. But when you get to power supplies, if you start maxing a power supply out, the first thing that gets gated back down is your USB ports. So I thought that maybe it was a power supply issue, so I got an external self-powered USB hub and used it, and it was still the same problem. In a Kuva mission for 5 hours. Holy crap, quick. That's crazy. Everybody left me. What the hell, y'all? Everybody bailed on me. They're like, nope. We want no more of your crap, mister. Terminator. What's going on there, Term? How you doing? Oh, Jesus, that sucks, Quicksilver. You all three replayed? What would you replay for? I'm sorry y'all still need your grave infection, but I got like 4 of them. I don't need any more pirate mods. I mean, I'm not against doing the map for rerolls, but you gotta tell me if you want me to replay it. Now we got this poopy map. Yeah, that's rough, Quick. Don't stay in those bad boys for 5 hours, man. That's too much to lose. I mean, God, I can't even imagine how much Kuva that was. You got no grave infection? Well, that sucks. Oops, let's see. Let's get rid of those two and go with 2 snakes instead. There we go. In it for the rerolls, fair enough. Yeah, Mystic's awesome there, Term. I mean, you know that. Just incredible crowd control. Let's see. I think that skin, I like that skin. I don't know what I think about the frost on top of it though. It's a little weird looking Twinkie. But I like that little Tron flavored skin. That's awesome. Needs one for the EV. Give me the EV2 Tron skin. I didn't do any Kuva missions. I did, well, I built a new kit gun. Thanks to Quicksilver, I came into a Rattleguts Riven. Thanks there, Quick. So I built a Rattleguts kit gun, and it's pretty good. The flares are just perfect. Whatever you say, Twinkie, whatever you say. Ah, damn, Term. That's like the sweet spot right there. Is it heavy? I'm stuck with a light Shadow Flame right now. I feel bad about even using rerolls on it. I'll see if I can find the... I did a little Rattleguts GIF. Let me look here and see what I can find. Let me see. Where it at? Where the Rattleguts GIF at? Searching for it. I'm searching for it, y'all. Give me a sec. Can't seem to find it. Let's see. Gotta be around here somewhere. How can I not find this damn thing? Jeez. Let me see. Do I have to hit G again? No. Not yet. These guys got it. I'm completely tabbed out. Wow, how can I not find this damn thing? Here we go. I think I found it. Alright, here we go. Finally. Sorry, y'all. That is the little gif of the rattle guts that I did up. Alright. I hit G Quicksilver. I'm hitting it. But it does pretty well. That Seeker, that Pack Seeker Arcane is just ridiculous. I think those were level 100s or 120s, Pedro, I'm not sure. It was one of the two, either 100 or 120. But that Pack Seeker Arcane is just so absurd, you know? And relatively easy to get. I mean, once you get to the point where you're grinding out... yeah, EV2 works great with hero damage. It's not as strong as ability power, but it's still strong enough. You know, strong enough to get the job done. It's actually my preferred way to play the EV2. Same thing with the Mystic. I can get more damage numbers out of an ability power build, but I definitely enjoy playing hero damage more. That's one of the builds, another one of the builds where I'm waiting on, you know. Because there's a Chaos 8 shard that really affects that proton charge. That makes it kind of a no-brainer that just proton charge builds on the EV are going to be crazy good once that Chaos 8 shard is reactivated. In fact, I need to build out, get an EV build ready to go. I'm waiting for it. Oh, you got a Catch Moon and a Tomb Finger? Dang. My Catch Moon Riven is still meh. I've got a Catch Moon Riven, a Rattle Gut. Which one is the Beam? The Beam Kit Gun. I can't remember what it's called, but I've got one of those too. It doesn't seem as good. What's going on, Michael? How you doing? That Catch Moon is just so strong. Even after it got nerfed, it's still super strong. Oh, is Tomb Finger the... I thought that there was another beam type weapon. Is Tomb Finger the one? I thought it was called something else. It looks like I missed the mana. Somebody dropped the mana up there. Oh man, I missed it. It went somewhere else. Gaze, that's what it was. Yeah, I've got a Gaze Riven as well. I built the Kick Gun, but it's just nowhere near as good as that Rattle Guts or the Catch Moon. The Rattle Guts and the Catch Moon just wreck it. Do it, do it. Hit G. It's fine. This map. This map's like easy peasy. Dang, getting a Revan every 2 or 3 days? That's nice. Ten-second build phase, that might be a little tough. I could do 20, but 10? 10's going to be a little much. Actually could do it. We'll just have to start the map off building up here. You could do a 10-second build phase if you like threw down a weapon man node and a reflect beam right around the core, and then build the rest out while the map is running. Triple shot's good. Nothing wrong with triple shot there, Anya. Throw that on your EV. You were talking about hero damage EV. The McManus projector is triple shot, so you're in good shape there. C8 Mastery. Pretty sure C8 Mastery will never happen. But, I mean, another tier of Mastery would mean another tier of rewards, which would mean another new Hyper Shard. So that would be cool, you know? Nah, you want to use the McManus. The incursion weapon is crappy for the EV. Alright, Neville, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by. I'm not going to be too far behind you. Like I said, my back is just killing me. I'm going to probably go veg mode. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I mean, I'm right in the middle of a Satisfactory playthrough. I kind of want to get through that and finish it up, you know. At least get everything recorded. Go beat up your friends, Captain. Yeah, the Protean weapon, is that what you were talking about? The Protean weapon has the McManus shot type on it. But yeah, as far as EV2 hero damage, you want to use McDougars if you want single target damage. McManus if you want lane clearing damage. Now, the difference between the single target damage between the McDougars and the McManus is very small. So, in my mind, it's a matter of, you know, it's only slightly less damage and it hits the entire pack of enemies. So definitely take the McDougars over, or pardon me, the McManus over the McDougars. But if you did want something that was just strictly for boss killing, that multiple mobs are not an issue, you know, it's not a thought, then the McDougars would shine for you. The thing with all those ice weapons is Frostfire Remnants is just better than that ice mod. Yeah, no doubt there, Michael. The game is not optimized very well, for sure. I mean, we have that to look forward to with DDA. The game's going to run way better than DD2 does. Just the game engine difference is huge. I'm hoping Falcon Shot returns there, Twinkie. I don't think it will, but I'm really hoping it does. We know weapons are coming back. Old weapons are coming back in the next update. But we don't know, because the weapon isn't gone with Falcon Shot. The weapon's still there. The problem is the shot type isn't. But Falcon Shot was my favorite for sure. I mean, if Falcon Shot came back, I'd be playing the Huntress again, there's no doubt. Falcon Shot was awesome. Hey, so how you doing today, Adam? Let's do just one more here, and then I'm going to call it a day. Get some other stuff done here. Like I said, I want to finish up this Satisfactory playthrough. I've got some other stuff other games I want to check out too, and I've been dying to hop back into 7 Days to Die, because they've had another update. They're almost around to Alpha 18. Another new Alpha build altogether. Falcon Shot was an old Huntress shot type that was removed from the game. Alright, let me swap heroes up and change some stuff around here. Way we can do the super easy cheesy mode here. We'll get Tenacity going on the Flame Auras, which means I'm going to need Defense Rate as well. There we go. Easy cheesy lemon squeezy, full tenacity, no freeze. Sorry, Mr. Dragon. I just am not tolerating you today. I don't, like I said, I don't think Falcon Shot is going to come back, but I really hope it does. I'm hoping all the old shot types come back, you know? Humongous auras with 0 chance to freeze. Love it. Well, welcome back there, Babeats. I actually never stopped playing. I'm still playing ever since then. I'm a glutton for punishment. Apparently, huh? Shelly Lynn, what's up? I've kind of had the itch to do a Terraria playthrough too. Thinking yo-yos only. I really enjoyed the yo-yo play in Terraria. Not sure. I'll definitely either do something heavily modded or something with like yo-yos only or whatever. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Zachward. I appreciate it. I still haven't yet. I've got Mario Kart 8, but I don't have anything else yet. I can't decide what to play. I mean, it kind of seems like a no-brainer to play Zelda, right? Falcon Shot was the stuff. That was good shit, let me tell you. And it was by far the best Huntress bow, by a long shot. Or best Huntress shot type. I think so, Twinkie, but I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to give Fortnite any more money. Not until they fix the game. If that ever happens. But I'm certainly not going to give them any more money. So I wouldn't want to buy it again. If you want to play hero damage, then Shadow Flame is definitely what you want to use. That's what I'm using. It's not the strongest way to build Mystic, but in my opinion, it's the most fun. So, I mean, you should always put fun first. The strongest way to build the Mystic is going to be ability power, and then the weapon doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. But if you want to build hero damage, yeah, a heavy Shadow Flame knife is the item. It is 100% the weapon to use. Yeah, it's limited to one console though, Twinkie. Like, I can play it on the Xbox or the PC, but I can't even play it on my PS4. Play as it start up for the daily rewards. Fair enough. But yeah, it's locked to a console. It's whatever console you logged into that account on first. Originally it wasn't. Originally it was Play Anywhere. But apparently PlayStation and Xbox did not agree with that. So yeah, I can play it on the Xbox or the PC, but that's where I'm locked. I'm locked to the Xbox. And it was kind of crappy because if I was going to be locked anywhere, I'd want to be locked to the PS4. Because I've got real life friends that play it on the PS4. Now I can play cross-platform with them, of course, on the PC, but it would be nice if I could just hop on the PS4 and play it with them. I'm wondering how DDA is going to get around that, because DDA is talking about the cross-platform saves. Because then it comes down to licensing, you know? Well, I mean, you would have to buy the game again, I guess. You would have to buy it again on the... Like, say you wanted to play DDA on the PC and on the Switch, you'd have to buy the game twice. You could play the same account, but you'd have to give all the different platforms their money, you know? Yeah, I haven't logged into Fortnite in ages. I logged in and got my free stuff back when, like a few weeks ago. But besides that, I haven't logged on to Fortnite in a long, long time. It's been months. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Twinkie. For sure. They said they're gonna make, do another, like, little supporter store or whatever after the Kickstarter closes. That, you know, maybe we'll be able to buy additional game keys and whatnot from there. I'm actually thinking about running a contest. I know there's lots of people in the Dungeon Defenders community that are very, very good video editors. I've been thinking of running a contest for a copy of Dungeon Defenders Awakened as the prize of the contest. But the contest would be intros and outros. I need new material, and I suck at making that stuff. I don't have... One of the problems is I use Premiere Pro, you know, to edit, but I don't have After Effects, and it's so expensive that there's just no way I can afford it, you know. So I can't do a lot of the cool stuff with the graphics from not having After Effects. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a contest for a new video intro, and whoever I picked as the winner... Let's do one more. Whoever I picked as the winner, I'd hook them up with a copy of Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Oh, no problem there, Anya. For sure. Like I said, I'm going to do one more. I'm ready to call it a day here, but I don't think I'm going to do a late stream today. One more is going to jack up my inventory too. Let me just go ahead and clear it out here. Maybe, just maybe, there's a 10 out of 10 sitting here somewhere, huh? Oh, there's one. Alright, here we go. What is it? Melee boom. Oh, man, what a bummer. I mean, I'll keep it, but that is a big bummer right there. There was another day and age where I would have been overjoyed about finding that mod. Let's see, is there another? Is there another? Not on that page. Power chip. I think I'll save that piece. Yeah, melee boom, the value of them is just dropped considerably. I still got that frost set up, that's alright. Yeah, YouTube's been doing some funny things with the... Torchbearer is the beginning of the rotation, so it won't be next. What was that? Better than the Skelly Boom? Yeah, but, I mean... you know... If one mod is a higher grade of poop than another mod, you're still using poop. You know what I'm saying? It's just higher quality poop. Getting free resets, yes, yet I'm the one doing the building. Omni, what up? I don't know. YouTube and its stuff and things, you know. I never switched up from the Frosty setup. What am I gonna do here for flyers? Let me just do this. It'll cover last resort for this top lane. That's good, right? One pristine poop or a shiny or plain poop. I'll see if I can't come up with any poop for you there, Twinkie. Yeah, Gobu Boom's the one to use later on. Now, none of the booms are really ideal in late onslaught, but if you're going to use one, Gobu Boom would be what you wanted to use in late onslaught. It's got high mob counts with you know, the squishiest mobs to kill, so the easiest ones to kill with a high explosion value. Well, anti-chaos would be better for sure. You use Gobu Boom on a second item, not on your main setup. Like where I use it is on a second set of fissures. So like say this was an onslaught match and I wanted a little bit more power here. I would take my regular Flame Aura setup, but then I would add Gobu Boom Fissures in on top of it to add a little extra damage here. You wouldn't want it to be on your primary defense. You'd want it on something secondary that you just add in addition to your primary setups. I mean, the 2 million that Gobu Boom does is pretty good, you know? But the problem is you just start running out of booms. You know, stuff gets too healthy. Can't upgrade. Where's Mr. Draken lowered at? He over there. I was gonna say, what the hell? Going good there, Omni. Going good. This is actually my last match. Omni knows all about back pain. But yeah, I'm just having trouble sitting in the chair too long today here. With the back. The back is bugging the shit out of me. I actually said this was going to be a shorter stream, and here we're coming up on 2 hours. Or on 3 hours. I guess I didn't make it shorter after all. My little snake's just getting all kinds of blowed up over here. Low roll on that one. These flyers. Because I got this tenacity set up, I never changed back. I've got a good chair. The problem is I got screws in my back. So I've got some hardware in my back, and you know, it's very easy for me to kind of tweak my back out, you know, and I did the day before yesterday, and I'm still just dealing with it. I'm not a big fan of the prescription medications, so I don't like taking a bunch of narcotics. What update's that, Omni? Oh, you mean the satisfactory update? Ooh, man, I am like rubber banding all around. Yeah, there was a bunch of patch notes about it. Couldn't have gotten worse, right? Jesus, I am rubber banding all over the place. So weird. It couldn't have got worse, that's for damn sure. Wow. And my connection is showing fine, but I am just rubber banding around everywhere. I might as well finish it out. Joe unlocked thermoreactors or whatever today, or thermal reactors. It's a free power source. Jesus, this is crazy. The rubber banding is insane here. I'm wondering if there's a Windows update going in the back. I've just got terrible, terrible latency right now. Like beyond belief. I don't even feel comfortable moving. Just bouncing around. My shots aren't coming out either. It's like going in spurts. Twinkie brought the balance to the server. Fair enough. You were having really bad lag last map? Well, I got it this map. That's fine. That's for sure. Anyway, that's going to be the last one today, though. No, it's not a new tier. It's the supercomputer unlock. So it's the end of the Caterium research chain. Right. I still have yet to hit that. I mean, I've got the Caterium research chain going, but I have yet to make the supercomputers yet. Haha, alright, Sacred Cow, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by. I'm gonna see what I got here and see. I think we only did Drakenfrost. Actually, we did the. I should have a few rerolls here. 4 of them is it? Oof. Needs more rerolls than 4, right? Let's see if I got any luck with the loot on that last run. Doesn't look like it. Any decent rolls? Low health roll. Alright, come on, Shadow Flame. Give me the love. Give me the love. This will take me to what? I was at 72 yesterday, so this will take me to 76. Nope. No love today. Anyway, everybody, that is it for today. Thank you all a ton for swinging by. I do appreciate it. Not going to do a live stream later. I'm just going to do some local recording. Like I said, I'm having some back troubles today, and don't want to be stuck in this chair for too many hours in a row. But thank you all an absolute ton for swinging by. Hopefully everybody is having a great weekend, and don't forget tomorrow's the day. Borderlands 3 is supposed to be officially announced tomorrow if all the teases are leading in that direction. So we should get an official Borderlands 3 announcement tomorrow, and that is just awesomeness. Nightbot's been broken, Twinkie, so it probably won't work. But anyway, thanks a ton all. I do appreciate you all. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy.